You're a weirdo. You're a pervert. You're a failure. I'm going to point out this uncomfortable truth and uncomfortable hypocrisy that a lot of y'all men be on. In your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, even older than that, you see fit to being attracted to these women as 18 years old. But how come you don't have any 18-year-old homeboys? How come you don't have any 18-year-old homeboys that you hang out with, that you kick it with? You don't want to hang out with the YNs? Let me guess. They're immature for their age. They're not on your level. You can't relate to them. But how can you relate to an 18-year-old woman? Let me guess. She legal? Or what's the other talking point? Man, she mature for her age. That's how I know that y'all know, you know it ain't right. If you're not going to have 18-year-old homeboys, 19-year-old homeboys, how come you going to see fit to being attracted?
I just thought I should start the video with that, because a lot of y'all got homeboys that's like that. Everybody knows somebody that is like that will see a 18-year-old fit. Now, you know what I'm saying? Especially the guys that are over 25, over 30 years old. I mean, he's completely right. But what is going on with y'all, man? Y'all already know we back with another video. We'll kind of do another compilation with this one. This next clip that we got, very, very interesting. And it talks about this list and the possibilities of what is actually on this and what is actually on this list. And y'all know what list I am talking about. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Check this out, y'all.
So y'all know that list or the files that pretty much everybody knows about, but they won't release. And there's all these people wondering, like, what's the holdup? Well, let's just say, for strictly entertainment purposes only, that the sexual stuff of the underage kids is the G-rated content in those files. Let's also say, for entertainment purposes only, that there might be Hannibal stuff in those files. Let's also say, for entertainment purposes only, that there might be sexual stuff with dead bodies in those files. Let's also say, theoretically, for entertainment purposes only, that there might be sexual stuff with newborn babies. And when I say newborn, I mean minutes old. Let's also say that there might be demonic, satanic, ritualistic things going on with entities from other dimensions, because those entities from other dimensions are from pre-flood, and those pre-flood entities were also cannibalistic, and the cannibalistic aspect has not changed, and this cannibalistic aspect feeds them, and it is what they thrive on, again, just for entertainment purposes only. And the general public would not be able to comprehend that. The general public cannot comprehend that this is all spiritual. The general public cannot comprehend that people that we see, people that we know the name of, people that we see their faces every single day in our news headlines, on our little TV screens, they are not human. People can't comprehend that. People can't comprehend that entities from the darkness, from the dark kingdom, masquerade as human beings. And they don't feed on food from our grocery store. And so if they were to release this, first, there's nobody to actually release it because it is all of them. But if they were to actually release...
Now, she is definitely right. Now, I want y'all to... Wait a minute. I want y'all to check this out, right? Now, you know what's crazy? All right, so I downloaded ChatGPT for the first time in a while the other day, right? And y'all notice this picture. I used this as one of my thumbnails. I told ChatGPT to make this HD. I didn't say anything else. I said, make this picture HD. And to my surprise, when it made it HD, look at Trump's eye. Look at that shit, y'all. Look at this. Look, this one is black as hell. And what is that right there? That's a damn snake eye. It's a damn reptile. Look at that, y'all. That's all I told it to do. I didn't tell it to do nothing else. I said, make this HD. And when ChatGPT made it HD, there was a serpent damn eye in this photo. Now, I don't know if that was ChatGPT trying to tell me something, or if that is really Trump's eye. And when I told ChatGPT to make it HD, that is what that's what came about. Now, this clip is very interesting because this is exactly what she's talking about. People who are on this list, people who are at the top masquerading as humans, and they are not. And that this is a lot more spiritual than just a couple of people who have done things with underage you know what. I thought this was a very interesting clip, y'all.
Then the world would know that this is all spiritual, because it is not just human beings getting involved with underage children. It is spiritual, it is interdimensional, it is cannibalistic, and it is not just cannibalistic, it is demonic, satanic, evil in a way that our brains cannot actually comprehend. Y'all, this is not just about exposing what a few politicians have done to underage children. This is how our entire world is ran and operated. This is unveiling the spiritual realm, because everything is spiritual. Everything that you and I see is fake in a very literal sense. The people are fake, the money is fake, the food is fake, everything is fake. The politics are fake. It is theatrics. And that is what is in these files. It is the truth of how our world is ran and operated, and who is running our world. It is not just underage kids. It is not just Hannibal stuff.
I like that a lot, man. She said it would open everyone's eyes to the spiritual/demonic realm, and Satan can't have that. He needs you stuck believing the theater. That is very true. Basically telling you that we will never see that real, those real files, even though I think it was just voted on by the House or something like that to release the files. But y'all, you'd be a fool to actually believe you will really see the things that were actually going on, even with those emails that they just released about Bubba and Trump and all of that stuff. You'd be a fool to really believe it.
Christian Rock, Blueface.
Yeah, he's not even Blueface. That's not even the guy for real. Like, Blueface has always been skinny. Okay, let's start making sense. Orlando. Yeah, Blueface has always been skinny. When have you ever seen Blueface with a belly? Who the is that? Throw it back.
Orlando acting a fool on this one. But look, a lot of people asked me to do a video about Blueface, like when he got out of jail. I just wasn't so quick to jump on it because I don't know. I don't know if I could sit here and say that that was like a clone of Blueface. All I can really say is that that whole Blueface and Christian Rock thing, and the stuff that she has done while she was pregnant with a child, the drinking, the partying, the who knows what. I guess she was smoking. I seen a lot of videos. Like, y'all already know, if you like one video or spend too much time on one, a bunch gonna pop up on TikTok. I seen a lot of women talking about the things Christian Rock did.
Okay, even you with the baby and stuff. Why are you lying?
Really been flued out in real life though. Ladies, one more time.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at? Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just
No, you
gonna...
can't have no liquor.
Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me.
No,
You shut the door
you
'cause
can't
it's
have
cold.
no fucking
Tessa.
liquor.
When they were here last time, him and Krishan was pregnant. Y'all were doing all that smoking and drinking here in the thing.
because we all was drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff.
And man, it's the bottom of the barrel type of activities. Somebody said his own son didn't want to be bothered by him. It's the bottom of the barrel type of stuff, bro. You know, I couldn't imagine. All I could say is both of their souls are gone. It's nothing but drama that surrounds them. It's nothing but just low level demonic activity. That's a place in life I would not want to be. There's just negative attention, demonic vibrations. To have a woman like to even, I don't know, man, to even get a woman pregnant that would do all of that, with her child in her stomach, and most likely 99% caused her child to come out the way that it is. And they always got the boy looking crazy, capturing these just moments of the child where he just looks the most vulnerable. Honestly, it is such low level. It's sad to watch. But as far as me thinking that that's not the real Blueface, I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody said the real Blueface stuck in that movie Us, and they released a different version of him. I don't know, bro. Say his own son said he got taller. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Somebody said it's called eating. I mean, he definitely got big as hell. Probably, obviously couldn't do no drugs, couldn't smoke. They do gain weight. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about Gucci and all that, we know that's a clone. You know what I'm saying? But Blueface, I'm not sure, y'all. I'm not sure on the Blueface thing. Y'all let me know if y'all think Blueface came out or if that's not the real Blueface. I'm not sure. Let's see what we got next.
Video of Trump blowing Bubba is not nearly as bad as this is gonna get. So I've gotten a lot of attention this year for serving in the Navy as a psychic, and for anybody that's been actually following me, I've said this, but I've said several times that the reason that I actually served in the Navy as a psychic is because I am actually a witch. I'm capable of witchcraft. I've been on 2 different podcasts where I actually also spoke about being somewhat like a human crystal, in the sense that things that I am working on, my endeavors manifest a lot easier than most people's endeavors, right? The things that I want, I am more easily capable of manifesting things for myself or for other people. Either way, I served in the Navy because I do have psychic ability, but I was a witch. I served as a psychic because I am a witch. The government is doing witchcraft. I've said this several times. They're doing witchcraft. They're not even trying to hide it at this point because we're still watching an extinction burst. Don't forget. But they are doing witchcraft and they are trying to use it now to their advantage in this extinction burst to the only way they know how. But everything's kind of falling apart because the timelines are splitting, right? We are going to find out that the reason that they don't care that that they're PDFs is because they're doing things that are much, 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 much worse than that. They're eating people. They're eating children. We're going to find out that they're doing that. The reason that they don't care that that is because in their minds, they know that they've done things that are worse than that. Don't shoot the messenger.
Now, she makes a lot of sense with that. Obviously we're not going to brush past that. She says she's capable of doing witchcraft and all of that stuff. Yeah, but she's completely right. I agree. The reason they don't care about you knowing about a little bit of, PDF and a little bit of this and that with a couple of underage, is because things that are happening are much worse. And that's why I played that first clip where the lady really went in on, things being interdimensional, things being more on the demonic realm. And some of this stuff is happening by those who feed on us. It's not the fact that they are just doing this for the hell of it. I just showed you Trump's eye. It's because they actually feed on this stuff. I've been seeing a lot more people talking about vampires, in the literal sense, not just something out of a movie. But these people, like, like we were just showing in that first clip, masquerade as humans when they actually need, I mean, think about it. They actually need what she just talked about. They are actually eating, chowing down on little ones. Think about it. Somebody said President Putin has been saying that for a while. Yes, I remember that interview where he said they are eating each other. And he said it calmly. It wasn't, it wasn't like I'm trying to, sneak this. It was blatant and just calm. Like, yeah, y'all ain't know that? They eating each other. He said it as if, that's just that. Somebody said MAGA literally means sorcery in many languages. Damn. I didn't even know that. MAGA means sorcery in many language. Damn. I didn't know that. That brings a whole new light to that whole movement, but it makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, everything here has some kind of deeper meaning behind it. But yeah, like I agree with that. I definitely agree with that, that we are dealing with things that a lot of people wouldn't be able to comprehend. A lot of people, first off, don't look at this kind of stuff in the sense of it being from the demonic realm, like how evil some of this stuff can actually get. Most people don't understand the demonic realm. You first have to even believe that it exists. You first have to believe in the devil and that his greatest trick is making you think he is not real. Most people still don't believe in demons. I still see questions of people asking the most simple things. How can you believe in a demon? How can most people can't get past that. So you're definitely not going to believe that this person who is a huge politician and all it is not even human. You're definitely not going to believe that. If you don't have no idea about the demonic realm, there is no way possible we can convince you that there are humans walking around who are not actually human. There are otherworldly beings who are masquerading as humans, and they're not what you think they are. A lot of people call, things out in the public NPCs. They have an idea of what is actually going on. That, hey, some of this stuff is not real. When I show up to this area, there was nobody here. Yet after I got there, 20 people joined behind me in line. And that's almost a whole, different topic that goes into the gang stalking spiritual world. But it goes to show you that things, y'all have to remember, the spiritual world is first. The physical is little pieces broken off of the spiritual world. So everything that happens in the physical happened in the spiritual world first. That's why when you went to that place, 15, 20 people showed up because you are being watched. You know what I'm saying? And so if you can gather the thoughts of that kind of stuff, then you can gather the thoughts that a lot of these people aren't actually human. They're being used by demons. Demons are actually, in high places. These other beings from the demonic realms are in high places. I just showed you. Chat GPT. All I said was make it HD. If y'all want to do it yourself, that picture is a simple Google search. Find that picture, put it in the Chat GPT, tell them to make it HD, and you're gonna see that snake eyes. The same. That's all I did. It's crazy, y'all. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and end it right here. Just wanted to get on here and react to a couple things. Tomorrow's video will probably be the same because I got like a couple more things I want to show y'all that is very interesting. There's another clip I wanted to squeeze in here, but I think we'll wait because that one's like 5 minutes long. So that being said, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this one. It's a Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon, all right? I'm out.